Welcome back to another episode of the Pickle Pulse. I am your host, Brian Green, and today we have a special treat, a man from the past, an up-and-coming rising star, a PPA Tour professional. Now, you've earned it. You've earned it.
I don't know if you can say that.
Dude, and all the people are going, yes.
That's crazy.
Just tons and tons of love. So we got our boy James Broker back in the house, and I just wanted to recap this past weekend. You went down to Cary, North Carolina. I did as well. I played in the slightly above 3-5 division.
4-0?
No, 4-5.
4-5? Okay.
5-0.
All right.
They combined the 35 to 50 4-5-5-0, so we had a 15-team bracket.
Okay.
And it was good, man.
I saw you guys on. I saw a little podium picture of you guys.
We got some results. I was kind of stoked, even though I tried to murder it in the first game. As you know, you've played with me. I got super tight.
Brian gets scared in tournaments.
I do.
That's okay.
And that's something we're going to talk about today. So you're getting ahead of me. Let's go. So James went down there Tuesday. You had singles pro qualifier, or was it Monday?
So I got down there Sunday? And yeah, so Sunday was the travel day. Monday was qualifiers for both singles and dubs, or qualify for all divisions. Right?
Oh, really?
All
Okay.
pro divisions. And then main draw started on Tuesday because it was a progressive draw.
Okay. Yeah. Before we even get into like that, what'd you think of that? Did you like that? Was that a pain in the ass for you as an up and cover?
It doesn't. I mean, my job is so flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to take time off. You know, I just kind of message my manager working remote.
Yeah. Thanks, Hefty Lefty.
Yeah. Shout out, Ben. But yeah, so I don't mind the progressive draws. I mean, I think they're kind of cool in the sense that you can kind of scope out the team you're going to play. You can do a little bit of research on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely helped me in my first qualifier match.
Okay. In singles or dubs?
In singles.
Okay.
I play Heartland Jones, guy out of Charleston. I kind of just pulled up a YouTube video of him.
Okay.
Saw that his backhand wasn't very strong, and I just hit every single ball to his backhand.
Damn. Good
And
nugget.
it worked, yeah. So
you got a guy in pro qualifiers that didn't have a strong backhand? Like better than mine, right?
Yeah.
Slightly,
but not much.
Mine's getting better.
I'll tell you what. I mean, anyone can sign up for a pro qualifier, right? So, like, I played on an inside court, and I saw the court behind me was Andrew Wang, who's another like DMV guy, and he was legit playing against a 3-0 guy.
Really?
I mean, the dude. He could have beat him lefty, probably. Like, he couldn't hit the ball back. They're warming up. He couldn't hit like 3 balls.
Oh, I bet he
in
was
a warm-up rally.
I wonder if he loves that, or he's like, damn, I needed a real match to get warmed up for the next one.
I mean, I would rather play like a somewhat of a match. I mean, he beat the guy 11-0, 11-0.
Yeah.
Like, just rolled him. And like, he looked over at me when he was warming up. He's like, is this guy feeling for real? And I was like, I have no idea. And then just rolled him.
Wow.
But
so I wonder what that guy's thinking. I mean, he paid like, it was $150 for a pro entry, right? On top of the, I mean, it's expensive.
I don't even know anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I just try not to look at my credit card.
It's good. It's good. Just keep playing Frankie tournaments. You'll be good.
Ridiculous.
If Frankie's funding you.
Frankie's they've been good to me recently.
That and all your fancy new shoes I've been seeing.
Yeah. Those are cheap though.
Yes. Joe, he needs a shoe sponsor and a paddle sponsor.
Somebody, please.
Dude is bougie. He likes nice, expensive shoes. Wants them to match his outfits. I mean, you gotta look pretty.
Yeah, look good, play good, I guess. So the progressive draw, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people don't, just because you have to take off more time. But I mean, luckily this one was drivable, so it's not like I had a return flight I had to worry about. And our Airbnb, I mean, we had it for whatever, like through qualies and through the first day of main. And then if we wanted to, we'd just get a hotel per night after. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys plan to make the draw, which is good.
Yeah, for sure.
And I see that you got a bye in the first round of the singles? Because it looked like a bunch of guys played, and then you played one of the guys that won through.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I can look it up, but either I might have had a bye. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was like you beat that guy and you got in, right, in the singles qualifier. Or do you have multiple matches?
No, I would have had to win 3. I think some people had to win 4.
Okay.
So I think I did have technically like a first round bye.
Yeah.
But there were like 8 8 people qualified, I think.
Okay.
Out of I want to say they had over 60.
And so you did a little homework. You found out, okay, I'm going to power it the guy's backhand until he proves that he can beat me with it.
Yeah, he did.
And he couldn't do that.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah. It's a smart move.
But he's a cool guy, but the watching the video definitely helped.
Do you do that typically? So here's my thoughts on this, because I love walking into my draw not knowing any of the names. Number one, those guys don't know my game. I don't know their games, which is cool. But I don't even want to look up their dupers because I get mental, as you know.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, dupers whatever to me. It's some people's dupers are so inflated that it doesn't matter. And then if someone's a bad duper, it just makes you want to beat them worse. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would rather see I look at matchups, see their past matchups, see who they've played, see if I know their game, and see what the result was. But it doesn't really bother me. Yep. I don't mind looking at it. And
then so going into singles, I don't want you to give away all your secrets, but typically, do you have a game plan in singles? I'm going to hit, I don't know, this shot, or I'm always going to their backhand first to see if they can do it, or
so the main thing is just trying to find a weakness of the opponent. So that guy found his backhand. Sometimes people aren't as good as, a passing shot maybe with their backhand isn't as good as a passing shot with their forehand. So just try to pump more to the backhand. It could be vice versa, right? If they're better with the backhand, try to keep it to the forehand. Really, the biggest thing is just being on with your serves and returns, right? If you're hitting a big, heavy, deep serve, and you can keep your returns deep as well, you're already going to be at an advantage at every point. And then if your passing shots are on, anyone's hitting good passing shots, they're not getting beat.
Yeah. Well, I feel and correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't want to go to the cat and mouse initially until you have to, because you like to hit good passing shots. You have good volleys.
If you can end the point fast, definitely just try to do that, right?
Yeah.
Hit a good return, come in the net, get a volley, put it away, or get a volley, make them run a little bit. But yeah, the goal is to not have to get into the cat and mouse. But if you need to, that's fine. We can do that.
Yeah. You have the ability to cover a court, so that works.
Yeah.
All right. So you saw that one dude, and then who'd you face next?
I played a guy, James Delgado. I don't know where he's from. I played him in the last qualifier down in Daytona as well.
Okay.
So he's beat me back-to-back times in 3. That time down there, I blew a 6-2 lead in game 3. This time I came out every single game. I started down 0-4.
Oh, whoa.
Every single game I was down. I was like, dude. It was tough. I mean, I'm not going to make any excuses. We're playing on a taped court outside, a lot of pollen on the ground. It was a little slippery.
The wind affect you at all?
Early
in the week, it was heavy.
Slightly windy. It didn't bother me a ton, honestly. He was just more consistent. He had a better serve. Mine, I was leaving a little short, and then I missed a lot of returns. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, I was just missing returns.
That shit chaps my ass when that happens too.
It's tough.
Because you're I didn't even make them play.
Yeah, exactly. Just giving away points.
It just, no good. No good. Okay, so that's how your singles ended, because there's no back draw on the pro qualifier or anything like that.
They used to have it. If you lost first round of qualifiers, you go to a points draw. But the weeks that the PPA is doing a progressive draw, I guess, there's no.
So 3-0 dude spent $250 to score 0 points against Andrew Wang.
Yeah, he got double bagel, and that was it. That was the end of his day.
God.
Yeah.
Just I'm done with pickleball. It's over.
That's it. Yeah. I don't know if he played doubles or not. I didn't look and see.
Okay.
But yeah, it's win or go home.
Yeah.
So.
And you played singles in the morning or singles after you played doubles?
Singles started at 10. The draw, the qualifier draw started at 10. I want to say the mixed was after that, and that was at 1, and then men's doubles at 3.
Okay.
So they had a lot of singles qualifiers, so that had a 3-hour time block, and then the doubles mixed and gender doubles was only a 2-hour time block for each of those. But
you had a little window you can go lay down, eat some food.
Yeah, we got lunch. Max, my partner for dubs, he was qualifying for mixed too. So I ended up watching his match and had a little food and stuff. Yeah.
So he was he went all day long.
Dude, he played with first of all, he played, he did all 3 qualifiers, he qualified for singles in the morning.
Yeah, he finished second in the singles qualifier I saw.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the rankings work, but basically if you win your last match, right, you're in. Yep. So I don't know how they rank 1 through 8.
According to the little thing I saw, he finished second. 100%. But I think it's like
I don't know if it matters or
point
not.
differential, but it doesn't matter.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
But so he qualified there, played mixed with Lane Sleeth.
Okay.
I don't know if you went over the MLP draft.
Nope.
But she got drafted.
Challenger?
I believe, Challenger, and she's been playing pickleball for 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah, she was like a Division I tennis player, I want to say from like Oklahoma or something.
Did she have any soft game whatsoever, or was she just ripping it?
She could dink a little bit, but yeah, she was definitely ripping it.
Okay.
And they lost in 3.
Okay.
Which was honestly better than I really thought they were going to do. And they kept it close. But she's going to be insane for only playing 3 weeks. Like,
That's
she can
crazy.
Just rip that ball.
That reminds me of a young broker walking out to Chestnut Forks.
It's just a little bit better than I was at that time.
Damn.
A lot, actually. So
yeah, so he was playing a ton of court in those 3 matches too.
for sure. He said he was a little tired.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then we played qualies at 3, men's qualies. We had a first round bye, so we only win one.
That's
win
cool.
one match and you're into the
So
main.
do you guys get a bye based on duper? Did you have prior points? Like, how did they come up with you guys got the bye?
I believe it's based on PPA points. Don't quote me.
Okay.
I know that apparently both of us didn't have any points. So,
really?
Yeah, but I don't know if it goes after that to either duper or if it goes to UTPR. I'm not sure how they do it, right? They're kind of, they keep it under wraps, like how they do the seating and stuff, because I know they always change and everything. So I didn't really know how we got seated, how we got to buy, whatever. I'll take it.
For sure. Especially since your boy just played like 3 tough games.
So then we had a one match where you win into the main draw. So
hell yeah.
Yep. So we ended up playing a couple guys from Charleston or like South Carolina area, Max Wild and Brett something.
And they played into you, which means they had already
played a match.
Yep.
No, the guys they were going to play withdrew.
Oh.
Yeah, so they did not end up having a match.
So it's both of you guys' first match.
First
so that's
match
cool.
of the day, yeah. We had like, after his mixed match, we had like an hour and a half maybe, and we ended up getting like 4 rec games in.
Okay.
So we played a good amount. We were pretty warm by the time we started.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nerves going at that point. Like you've already played a bunch of matches, pro matches, qualifiers, yada yada. So are the nerves gone? And you're like, eh?
I mean, definitely a little bit nervous. The main thing is just like trusting your shots. I do get a little like trigger happy on the speed ups. Mm-hmm. So like it's for me, it's about kind of being comfortable with dinking, settling into the point, and really trying to get some point structure and pick our spots for where we're trying to attack. It was also only the second time I've ever played with Max.
Yeah.
Right? The first tournament was down in Daytona. We went 1-1 in qualifiers. We lost in the last round in qualifiers there. And then, so this was technically our 3rd ever match together. Right. So it's a little bit of figuring out who's taking what ball.
Okay.
Cause he's like a right side specialist, which is super clutch.
Cause you want to play left.
I want to play left. That's what play the most, what I'm most comfortable with. And he's got a nasty 2-handed backhand.
What was your game plan walking into the match? Were you like, basically we're going to play soft and look for good opportunities? Or are we going to try to drive and crash a little bit?
It was honestly not a whole lot of like strategy. Cause we didn't really know these guys. It was just make balls.
Yeah.
Right. So just try not to miss whatever it is. If you're speeding up, just get the ball over the net, right? Just don't make bad errors. So I want to say we started off pretty well. We got off to like a little lead. It was like 6 or 7-0. And then they made like, maybe got like 3 or 4 back. And we ended up, I want to say we dropped game 1. It was like 11. We need to look up the score.
After you went up 6-0?
Can we look up the score?
Let's look up the score.
Let's pull the score real quick. That helped me remember
exactly.
exactly what happened. Oh, okay. So we beat him in 2. I'm tripping.
Okay.
But the score of the first one was 14-12. Okay. So we had a lead. It was like 7-0, 7-1.
Okay.
And then they came all the way back, and it was like maybe like 8-all, and then it was tight the whole way.
Damn.
I missed like a couple like easy dinks, and then I got a little bit tight on my dinks. I like wasn't really trusting it a whole lot. Mm-hmm. And we squeaked it out. And then
what does Max say to you at that point? Does he not say anything and he's just like, we're just rolling through? I have trust you're gonna get, or he's like,
he's pretty reserved on the court, so he doesn't really. He said he was a little tired too, but he doesn't really get like super fired up. He's like very reserved, trying to like save energy, be calm. He played 4 years of D1 tennis at Fordham up in New York, which is another A10 school. So he's like, he's competed at like a high level of some sort of racket sport.
Rolling shit under your.
Nah, he's chill about it.
Okay,
he's like, he knows I'll eventually like get my head on my ass and start making balls. But it got to the point where we drove the ball at like this guy Brett like 3 times. He missed like 3 drives, blocked him into the net.
Oh, nice.
And we're like, this dude's getting every single ball.
Yeah, he's tight.
So we hit him every ball, and we won the second game. I just looked. It was like 11-6.
Okay.
So 14-12, 11-6. And then other guy, Max. So my partner, Max, and then the guy on the other team was Max as well.
Okay.
He didn't see a ball.
Wow. I mean, that's good though, because that was kind of our strategy, is find the weakest link. Because at 4-5-5-0, you're going to typically find one that's better than the other.
100%.
And when that guy misses, it's just funny, like 3 missed blocks in a row, and you're like, that's our guy.
That's it. We're feasting now. He's getting everyone's. Other guy's not sniffing a ball. Yeah. So that's all drops are going to him. We would dink at the kitchen. The other guy might get a 1 or 2, but every ball we're trying to feed to him.
Yep. And then the more success you have, the less the nerves are there. And
he knew every ball was coming to him, and he got a little tight. He did hit a few good shots. Like he would rip it down the line a little bit off the bounce or speed up, but it wasn't enough that like we were going to lose the match. I mean, I never really felt like we were going to lose. You know, it's we won the first. We were kind of in control. Like we were going back and forth a little bit, but we were better than them. We were going to win the match.
All right, so you win the match.
Yeah,
you're now into like main draw.
Yeah, we're like sick. We did expect going into it was like we're gonna make it main.
Okay. But was there like a little celebration that night? Like go out to a nice little dinner without overeating?
What did we do for dinner that night? No, the first night we went out. No, we picked up food and went back to the house.
Yep.
And we were watching pickleball videos. So we legit sat there and watched pickleball videos for a couple hours, and then that's when the women's Final Four was going on, so we watched those games too. Yeah.
At what point that evening did you know you were going to be playing Jack Sock and Colin Schick?
So they sent out the schedule in like a previous email. Max pulled it up. Usually you're supposed to wait till midnight for the draw release or whatever. But it was already being added to the schedule live at like 9 o'clock or something.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so we could see that we were on center, one of the first men's doubles matches, and then we saw who we were playing.
That's okay. So what's your initial feeling? You're like, all right, I'm not getting any no-name guys. I'm getting.
It was like cool. We're on center. Like let's go.
Yeah,
we're ready to go.
Could you sleep that night?
I didn't sleep the first night before qualifiers.
Really?
I got in. We played. I got in at like 3, and we played till like 6, and then got food, went out and did like a night session. So we played a lot the day before, and I had a little bit of nerves and just had a hard time like falling asleep. So the night before qualifiers, I probably had like 3 hours of sleep.
Oh, wow.
And then the other night I slept fine. I just had like
you were exhausted at that point, like mentally, physically, the whole deal.
So I slept well that night, and I was excited to get out there and play.
Yeah.
The part that sucked was he made main draw for singles. So his match was at like 10 in the morning.
Oh,
so we got to the venue.
Yep.
I was the only one with a car. Everyone else flew in from Airbnb. So I drove everyone to the venue.
Okay.
And we're just like cheering him on for his match. He lost a tough one in 3. And then we're just like there.
Okay.
So I just kind of hung around all day. Like went and got food and just sat around. So I think if I were to do it again, hopefully, I mean, yes, I would like to make the main draw for singles and play in the morning, but I wanted to like go back to the house and chill for a bit.
Yep.
Get a good like warm up, maybe like hour in before the match, and then be ready to go.
Okay.
Instead of just like sitting at the venue all day long watching pickleball.
Dude, it was crazy because we knew you were playing. You guys played at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock?
We played at like 3:15.
Yeah, exactly. So a bunch of us got together, local establishment we wanted to watch. Of course.
Shout out the squad.
Dude, pickleball's not on any of the TVs. They wouldn't let us blast one up on the TV, so we're streaming on our laptops right there at our end table, just loud. But dude, I was excited to talk to you because I was putting myself in your shoes and literally getting nervous sitting there watching your match.
Yeah.
And so like you're standing there, you're shooting the shit, you're warming up. You got Jack and Colin Schick, very established pros there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, right? Like I have the least amount of experience on that court at all. Like,
okay,
Max played 4 years of D1 tennis, right? I didn't play a college sport. I like drank beer in college. Like, I didn't do anything. I was a bum. And then Jack Sock obviously he's a 2-time Grand Slam, 4-time Grand Slam champ maybe. Yeah. He's got a couple Olympic medals. So he's played on like the biggest stages. Colin Schick's been killing it. He played college tennis, and then he's been having a great like PPA career. So I mean, they had like, I don't know, 100 people in the stands, maybe. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see on the stream. It looked like there's 2 people.
Like your girlfriend and whoever was sitting with her.
Yeah, it looked like there's no one there. But if you look to the side, there was actually like a decent amount of people watching.
Okay.
So, I mean, I definitely got a little tight. Warming up, I felt good. I felt loose, hitting balls didn't really bother me. And then we got into the match, and it was like,
I think you missed a dink early on. They got out to a little start, a little head start, like 4-0 or something.
They got up early a little bit. We brought it back. It was close. I want to say it was like 6-7.
Dude, I think you were 7-8, 8-6 at one point, or 7-6.
Well, we lost 11, and we might have been up 7-6 because we lost 11-7, 11-6, right?
Okay, yeah, in that first.
So we were like right there. Just a couple extra made balls. You make a couple extra dinks here. The strategy was to try to slow it down a little bit.
It seemed like you guys were picking on Colin and trying to keep it away from Jack a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Jack Stock's known for like having a big forehand, right? If you ever watch a broadcast when he's playing, I mean, they glaze him, man. Dude, they are all over it. They're like, he is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Right. Like this guy,
best drive in pickleball.
He's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna like come in and say he's bad. He's a great pickleball player, but it's not like he's not anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, they're still just like high level players. They just make less errors. Right?
So did you guys think about like, all right, I don't want Jack to hit any of the thirds. Let's make Colin take the thirds because most likely he'll drop it versus hitting power drives?
It kind of depended on where we were on our stack. Like if we had to unwind the stack on the return, you mostly want to go down the line. Yeah. Because it gives you a little bit extra time to get over to your spot. So I'd say we weren't like targeting someone for thirds.
So you were like, just hit the best shot.
Yeah, hit the best shot. Yeah, just try to keep a return deep. Because if you hit a short return, they're going to punish it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, just try to keep a deep return most often down the line, because I think we were uncorking the stack like a lot. That's what it felt like.
But dude, you guys hit the over both times because they were, of course, sitting there.
Side bets for
AK,
sure.
Dude, we're like 11-4 in the first. Who wants it? Who wants over? Who wants under? You went over. And then after that stretch in the end, they were like, all right, they're going to get 3. They're going to get 4. So they put the next game at 3. The over was smashing. Yeah. It was so good. And you guys, even in the second game, I think had a lead in that game or tied up at one point.
Yeah, I think it was like, it might have been, I think it actually might have been like 4-all or something. And then they got it to like 8 or 9-4 or something. Then we won a couple. But I don't want to say I didn't expect to win, right? Because I mean, obviously, like, you want to go into these things, have some confidence, and feel like you're gonna win. But like on the biggest stage against one of a top, what are they, like a top 20 team, I guess? Yeah. Somewhere around there, right? Like it. I'm not gonna say we did better than expected, but we held our own.
No, you guys did, dude. You walk away with your head held high. Not to mention, you
just want to play better, right? Like, I didn't play my best. If I'm playing my best and Max is playing exactly how he played, we are rolling them. Yeah. Like, for sure. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Hand speed. It's not like we're losing hands battles. Only person got body bagged that entire game was Jack Sock.
Yes.
Like,
so that brings into my next thing is, like, in game 2, I felt like the tides turned after Max body bagged Jack.
That was, in game 1 at like 7-8 or something.
Yeah, and then Jack tried to nasty Nelson you. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Luckily, I was playing like just enough attention to dodge it. Yeah. Or would like hit my leg.
I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
The craziest thing was going into the match, I had like 2 or 3 people text me like, oh, you got to go for Nasty Nelson.
That's what me. I was like, yes, first serve.
And a couple other people were like, yo, you got Nasty Nelson the first. I was like, yeah, like that'd be funny, set the tone or whatever. But like, it's hard to do that.
It's like kicking the hornet's nest.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you want to start off like that. So then when he did it, I was like, no way. I was like, that's crazy. I'm glad I didn't get hit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy I didn't get nasty Nelson. Like, it would have been so embarrassing.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
No, you would have never heard the end of it because
Okay.
I'm the king of getting nasty Nelson.
Yeah.
I mean, matter of fact, fucking Ross got me yesterday, bastard.
I got Jeff Fulmer yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Playing with my girlfriend and then his girl, and I was just having a good time. Just had to practice it, you know. Gotta have that shot.
I was blown away though. I was like, did somebody tell him that we were talking about this?
So
it's like, how did that pop in his brain?
I think he was a little bit annoyed that Max hit him off the bounce and didn't apologize. Like, we didn't put a hand up. I think if you watch the video, I don't think any of us said anything.
Yeah.
So like, obviously with like tennis etiquette, like, you're supposed to apologize. Normally I would say I do, but it was like kind of intense. Like, it was a pretty crucial point in the match. We just like it was the first serve, got him on that, and then so they had second serve, and then
and Max hit him pretty high too, so I
got
think
him
he
like
was
right
definitely
in the chest,
going for it.
And then I had missed a couple earlier that I would like just basically tried to blast at him. Then some of them are high, like some of them were towards his head and stuff. So I'm sure he didn't take like too kindly to that, but it's not that big of a deal, I feel like. I mean,
dude, but the fact is, you don't see that in a pro match.
It's true.
I mean, you just don't.
The worst part is it worked, and I missed my next serve. So I was like, I always said at first when he first missed, I was like, I'm too skinny, can't get me. And then I got the ball back, you know, a couple seconds later, go to hit the serve, missed the serve like an idiot, hit it long. And I was like, you know, it actually worked. I was like, yeah, it worked. You got me. And then, so
yeah, dude, we were so pumped for you. I appreciate you coming in and talking about this because I mean, it had to be a pretty crazy feeling to be in that spotlight.
Yeah, it was definitely a little different, right? You know, making a main, and then getting that draw. It's like a little bit harder than some of the other ones, other teams we could have pulled, but we're excited to get out on center and just looking forward to improve on that and, you know, get better results.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. You guys going to do any more the rest of the year?
Yeah. So we're playing US Open this week.
Okay.
So I got a automatic entry into the singles main draw at US Open. I don't have to qualify. They're taking like 8 qualifiers out of like, again, like 50 something people.
Okay.
But I got into the main.
How big is the bracket? Is it like
32?
Yeah, it's a big one. Okay.
32 is small.
Well, I mean, it's not a 64 like a PPA, but that's still 32.
32 is small. And I mean, if there's 6,000 or however many people playing at the US Open.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Like, but the whole deal is 6 matches to gold with 32?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's still solid.
5.
So
32,
15
16, 8,
if they go
4,
3.
2,
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, and then we have doubles qualifiers. So men's singles main draw is this Sunday. Doubles is on Friday.
Oh, brutal.
So I gotta be the Sunday. I gotta be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we play Friday.
So you just like logging in and working all week?
Yeah, I'll just go to a cafe or whatever and work for the week. Yeah,
it'd be fun to be down there though.
Yeah, it'll be
Dude,
good.
if you want to get some pro level matches too, let me know. I'll connect you with Rose, and he'll connect you with the pros you want to play.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we know. If, obviously, there's gonna be a bunch of people down there. So the goal is definitely gonna be to get some good rec games throughout the week. We looked again at Airbnb at the pickleball court.
Okay.
But it was like a little bit out of the way, a little bit more money. So we're like, whatever. There's so many courts down there.
Dude. The other thing I wanted to mention to you, number one, good luck in that.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll do well.
Appreciate it.
But the other hype that we were all excited about is talk about inflated dupers. Now that you have points against Jack and Colin, your duper is about to go pop.
I don't know when they're going to get put in. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I shouldn't go up much if...
It should go a lot. I mean, he's like a 6'8", 6'7".
In doubles?
Yeah, Jack.
He's way inflated dupers.
Dude, he's way up there.
That's crazy. Yeah, so, I mean, it makes a difference. If you like only play pro matches, it like drives your duper way up.
Yeah.
And I've done so many local tournaments that like...
I know. But this is why we were so hyped though, because if you go up to 6-0 and I have matches logged, we're all going up too, baby.
Yeah, I'll play a rec game lefty and I'll get a duper notification.
It's the new deal.
Yeah. I want like a 5-4 now. I would like to get high fives. High fives would be good. Just need like a good run.
Dude, I'm betting you'll be 5'8" minimum after that PPA drops. I'm hoping I get over 5-0 after the guys that I beat. I beat a bunch of 5-0s this past week. So that was
so
good.
you ended up looking up their dupers after?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Not before, but just after.
Yeah, after. I wanted to know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Northern VA, James Broker. When you see him out on the courts, Nasty Nelson.
DM me on Instagram to sponsor me.
Yes, hit him up.
At JBroke, JABROKE.
Yep, and I'll put it right down here on the screen so you can see it. And I'll put a link in there if I can figure out how to do that. I'm not that good at that kind of stuff, but yeah. All right,
Thanks,
dude.
Brian. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.